All right, let's make some history. All right, everyone, welcome back. I am Ben with Run Slow to Run Fast. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe to see more videos like this. I do a lot of videos about gear, training, adventures, all that sort of stuff. So make sure to like and follow along so that you can get updated whenever I post a new video. Today we are talking about Jim Walmsley and the Project Carbon X2, which is a project put on by Hoka One One. And ultimately what it is, it's a way to showcase the new shoe, the Carbon X2, the second version of that shoe, and to be able to showcase some fast times. Now, for 2021, this is going to be a unique race because there just aren't a lot of races happening. So a lot of these guys and their athletes have been training and working to be able to race, but a lot of the races are getting canceled. So today we're specifically talking about Jim Walmsley and his attempt at the 100K world record. Last year, 2 years ago in 2019 during the project, he set a 50-mile world record, but that isn't necessarily ratified by the USATF. So he's shooting for the 100K world record attempt this year. So it should be very exciting. The project is going to be held in Phoenix, Arizona this year, a little bit above sea level. It's about 1,500 feet above sea level or so. So it should still be a fast race for Jim. He specifically races and lives in Flagstaff, Arizona, where it's about 7,000 feet elevation, so fairly high. A lot of runners live in Flagstaff and train there because it's fairly warm there. They do get some snow and that sort of thing, but being at 7,000 feet, it still offers the benefits of training at elevation. Additionally, for Jim and some of the mountain runners, there is Mount Humphreys, which is right next to Flagstaff, which is over 12,000 feet there in Arizona. So offers them a lot of different training opportunities, again, and the benefits of training at altitude. So it should be a very interesting race for Jim. Just to give you some stats on what he did 2 years ago in 2019 at the first Project Carbon X race or exhibition that they did. They did it in Sacramento, California, around the American River, and Jim, he was shooting for the 100K world record there because he wanted, again, that USATF ratification, but he wasn't able to quite push it there. But he did make it to the 50-mile world record, and ultimately his time was 4:50.08, which is about a 5:48 pace. So really moving and really a lot of endurance involved in being able to run that fast for that long. Now 100K is about 62 miles, so we're looking at an additional 12 miles or so to be able to hold a similar pace. The 100K world record was set in 2018 at Lake Sonoma by a Japanese guy. His name is Nao Kazami, and his time was 6:09.14. Now, there's been some buzz about Jim being able to break the 6-hour mark, which would be extremely fast. The current world record is about a 5:57 pace for 62 miles. So for him to be able to shave 9 minutes off of that would be something that would be quite impressive. Just to give you some updates on what the shoe is that they're showcasing at the event, the Carbon X2 is a carbon-plated shoe that Hoka has designed. It's supposed to come out here pretty soon and be available. I actually think it just hit about a week ago or so. So you can pick up that shoe if you'd like, but again, it's a racing shoe. It's supposed to be a little bit softer than the previous version and still has that carbon plate, which is going to give you a lot of energy return and really help boost your turnover. So when you're racing, you're going to be able to, move a little bit faster than you typically would. So an exciting project. I think it's going to be something really interesting to see if Jim can do that. Now, Jim, just to give you a sense of his resume, he's, set the best times at Western States twice, which is a 100-mile race in California. He's set numerous course records on a handful of ultra distances. He doesn't do a lot of road ultras, so most of his running is done with mountain races and things like that. This year so far, he's done. He tried to set a record on the Hard Rock 100 course. I can't remember what they call it. It's the something tough. Basically, it's a really grueling race that is 100 miles, and it goes up and over several 14,000-foot peaks in Colorado. And he almost made it during that. We lost a signal from him at about mile 80 or so, and basically he just hadn't been able to keep down calories and had to stop the race at about mile 80 or so and just hunker down and wait for his crew to come pick him up. But we know that he can do a lot of fantastic things just based off of his track record. Now, I would say one of the things that we want to look out for with the Project Carbon X2, or the PCX2 as Hoka is calling it, is Hayden Hawks has really been having a stellar couple of years, really, and especially his last 4 or 5 races, he's done some pretty amazing things. One of the things that he did is he broke Jim Walmsley's record at the JFK 50-mile race. So we know that he has the speed to be able to go really fast. He might be somebody to watch out for. He was previously an ultra athlete, and before that he was a Hoka athlete. He just recently re-signed this year with Hoka, so it should be exciting to see what he does and to see if he's able to keep up with Jim, and possibly, you know, if Jim has some complications or something like that, they might have to pass the reins over to Hayden and see if he can hang on and do something like that. So it'll be really exciting to see what those guys can do. I really see them going head to head, and Hayden has really been making his mark over the last several months and several years. So it'll be exciting to see what each of them can do. So yeah, again, that is coming up here on the 23rd in about 4 days or so in Phoenix, Arizona. So be sure to tune in. I'll leave a link in the description to the Carbon X2 project so that you can view it live if you prefer, and just to learn a little bit more about it, what it is, learn more about the shoe, that sort of thing. So thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more videos like this or other video content about running, certainly let me know in the comments. Again, like and subscribe to this video. It really helps me out a ton, helps out the channel, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in.